suppose the conductor housed in the armature rotate and the magnetic flux is being cut by these conductors, and according to whose direction is given by the Fleming's right hand rule. When we apply this rule, the direction of the EMF induced in the armature conductor is found to be acting opposite to the applied voltage, and hence it is called back EMF. This is very important, that one line answer. When we apply this rule, the direction of the EMF induced in the armature conductor is found to be acting opposite to the applied voltage. And that's why it is called a back EMF. And the value of back EMF is given by whatever we have find out the generated EMF equation and generated EMF. So same value we are getting, EB equals to P phi NZ. Now, how to just explain in other way? See, where EB is the back EMF and N is the armature velocity in RPM, the back EMF is always less than the applied voltage. It is very much important. The back EMF is very much the back EMF is always less than the applied voltage. When it becomes equal to the applied voltage, there will be no current in the armature circuit and motor will not run. So therefore, the current flowing through the armature will be I is equal to V minus EB by RA. So in this particular expression, we can able to find out the back EMF equation and applied voltage. So always you can see that back EMF voltage is always less than the supplied voltage. So when the value of V and EB are equal, on that time there won't be any current. When there won't be any current, so what will happen? The motor will not rotate. Got it? So in that particular expression, I is equal to V minus EB by RA. So EB is equal to V minus IA RA. So V is equal to EB plus IRA. If you just put it side change. Now, if you look at that particular expression means for DC shunt generator, we got the particular expression V equals to EB plus IRA. You can see, you can rotate, you can see the what are the changes. I will show you the changes. Just hold on. What expression we got here? V equal to EG minus IRA. We got na? This is for what?
Plus.
This is for DC shunt generator. Remember, try to remember this expression. V equals to EG minus IRA. EG minus IRA. When you try to write the same expression for motor, instead of G, we will write B. Other than the same thing, but you can see inside the value V equals to EG minus IRA. You can see V on that time it will be V equals to EB plus IRA. Now you try to check how to remember that particular expression. এলো এটা দেখতে পাচ্ছ কি হলো V equals to EB plus IRA ওটা কি ছিল V equals to EG minus IRA তাহলে তোমরা যদি ডিসি জেনারেটর এক্সপ্রেশন মনে রাখো তাহলে কিন্তু তোমরা এই এক্সপ্রেশনটাও কিন্তু মোটরের ক্ষেত্রে মনে রাখবে only changes in sign other than everything is same what you studied in DC generator same thing it will be in motor but the sign convention is totally reverse. Okay, and this is the what you call that if where R is the armature resistance and V into IA. So this is that what you call it's called armature power. This is called the power equation of the motor. You can see the power equation of the motor. This is power equation V into IA. This is the power equation of the motor. Now come to the other thing. In similar way, we can find out the different classification of the motor, shunt motor, series motor, and compound motor. And compound motor also in connected in two-way cumulative and differential motor. Okay. Now this is the shunt motor. This is the diagram. You can see the how to draw the diagram. See, the middle portion is armature resistance, and RA and RSH are connected in series. So this is the pictorial diagram of shunt motor. Okay. Now we have to find out input power. VL is the applied voltage and IL is the input current. IL is the input current is coming from that VL, and IA is the armature current. IA is the armature current. RA is the armature resistance, and RSH is the shunt field resistance. So this is RSH, and here this is ISH. Through RSH the current will come, that is shunt field current, and EB is the back EMF. So inside that motor, that RE, this is the back EMF. Now we have to find out the expression. How to find out the expression? So expression of current is IL is equal to PL by VL. Is it clear? how to find out the current expression? IL is equal to PL by VL. Now ISH is equal to same thing, VL by RSH. Now you can see the armature current. Armature current is IL minus ISH. But initially, in case of DC shunt generator, what expression we got? Armature current. Who will tell me quickly? Who will tell me quickly? Is it visible?
Sir, IL plus ISH.
রাইট, শুধু 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 আমার চেঞ্জেসটা শুধু মনে রাখবে। ডিসি জেনারেটরের ক্ষেত্রে আর্মেচার কারেন্ট হয়েছিল আইএল প্লাস আইএসএইচ, এখানে কি হয়ে গেল আইএল মাইনাস আইএসএইচ। মোটরের ক্ষেত্রে কি হচ্ছে মাইনাস হচ্ছে, দেখো ইবিটা হয়ে যাচ্ছে ঠিক সিমিলারলি। ওইখানে ওইটা আমার কি হচ্ছে ইবি ইজ ইকুয়াল টু ভিএল মাইনাস আইএ আর এ মাইনাস ব্রাশ ড্রপ। ঠিক আছে, শুধু আইএ কারেন্টটা কিন্তু চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে, ভিএলটা কি হয়ে গেল ভিএল মাইনাস আইএ আর এ মাইনাস ব্রাশ ড্রপ। ওইখানে আমার কি ছিল, ওখানে যাবো আমি, ওখানে দেখো কি ছিল প্রথম প্রবলেমটা আমরা করলাম না?
স্যার সবগুলোই প্লাসে ছিল,
দেখতে পাচ্ছ? ভালো করে সব দেখে নাও, ভিএ প্লাস আই আর এ প্লাস সিরিজ প্লাস ড্রপ। এখানে আমার সবগুলো আমার কি কি দাঁড়ালো, শুধু জাস্ট এই ডিফারেন্সটা তোমরা যদি মনে রাখতে পারো, তাহলে কেউ যদি জেনারেটর পড়তে থাকো তাহলে কিন্তু তার মোটর পড়তে আর কোনো অসুবিধা হবে না। শুধু সাইন কনভেনশনটা তোমাদের কিন্তু থরলি একবার চেক করতে হবে, ব্যাস, আর কিচ্ছু নেই মোটরের ক্ষেত্রে। সিরিজ মোটরের ক্ষেত্রেও ঠিক সেম জিনিস। দেখো সিরিজ মোটরের ক্ষেত্রে লোড কারেন্ট, সিরিজ কারেন্ট আর আর্মেচার কারেন্ট আমার সেম হয়ে যাচ্ছে, সেই ক্ষেত্রে আমার আইএল ভ্যালুটা হয়ে যাচ্ছে আমার পিএল বাই ভিএল, এন্ড ইবি ভ্যালুটা আমার ঠিক সেম হয়ে যাচ্ছে ভিএল মাইনাস আইএ আর এ মাইনাস সিরিজ কারেন্ট ইনটু রেজিস্ট্যান্স মাইনাস ব্রাশ ড্রপ। বুঝতে পেরেছো? দেখো এটা হচ্ছে সেম থিং। লং শান্টের ক্ষেত্রেও আমার সেম জিনিস দাঁড়াবে, লং শান্টের ছবি আঁকবে, কারেন্টের ভ্যালুটা হয়ে যাচ্ছে আমার পিএল বাই ভিএল হয়, আর্মেচার কারেন্টটা হয়ে যাচ্ছে আমার কি আইএল মাইনাস আইএসএইচ, আগে ছিল আমার প্লাস থাকতো, আর সিরিজ কারেন্ট আর আর্মেচার কারেন্টটা সেম হয়ে যাচ্ছে, আইএসএইচ এর ভ্যালুটা আমার ভিএল বাই আরএসএইচ হয়ে যাচ্ছে, সেক্ষেত্রে আমার ইবি ইকুয়েশনটা দাঁড়িয়ে যাচ্ছে আমার ভিএল মাইনাস আইআরএ মাইনাস আইএসি আরএসি মাইনাস ব্রাশ ড্রপ। ব্যাস এটা থাকছে। এক্সামে তোমাদের কিন্তু যে কোনো পার্টিকুলারলি একটা মোটর বা একটা জেনারেটর দে উইল গিভ ইউ এন্ড দে উইল আস্ক ইউ টু ফাইন্ড আউট the how much, what will be the expression for current voltage and back EMF, expression for current voltage and armature power or motor power. In that way they will try to specifically they will give you, and you have to draw the circuit diagram very you can draw it by pen or pencil and write down the particular expression, and you can get that all the necessary data. Okay, this is shunt motor. Shunt motor is also same cumulative, that is very simple thing, and so this is not required. A long shunt motor differential and shunt motor differential, no need to worry about that. Now main thing is armature torque of a motor. So this is very important in case of for derivation. Motor থেকে কি কি কোশ্চেন আসতে পারে? If I'll tell the motor, that is that what do you mean by DC motor, what is the basic principle of a DC motor, then the different equations to find out the power, voltage and current for different type of DC motor. And the next and very important thing is armature torque of a motor, how to find out armature torque of a motor. So this is the what you call derivations. So before going any derivation, so we should know what are the parameters we should go for. So let us just read it, so we can the very simple derivation, you are already know this terminology. So let us see for armature torque, let T be the torque developed by the motor in Newton meter, and N be the speed of the rotation of the armature. And we know the motor having some speed, so that speed is given as a N, and that and N by 60 will be the speed in RPS. So if N is RPM, so N by 60 will be RPS, and EB is the back EMF in volt, fine, and IA is the armature current in ampere, and phi is the flux per pole, in Weber, and P is the number of poles, Z is the number of armature conductors, and A is the number of parallel path. So all particular parameter we know already. So we know the torque is nothing but the twisting movement of a force about an axis, which is given the product of the force and the radius at which the force act. So directly you can write down the expression for torque is nothing but force into distance, so F into R Newton meter. So work done per second, so for any particular area, so F into twice pi R, and N that is Newton meter, and we are just writing at a particular distance angular speed, so N by 60, N RPM. So we are work done per second is F into 2 pi R into N by 60. In similar way, and work done per second or power developed given by, in other way also you can find out Pm is equal to omega into T into A. So value of omega, we just try to find out omega equals to Ta into twice pi n by 60 into torque per second by or what. And also the electrical energy of mechanical power developed in the armature is Eb into Ia, Eb into Ia, and therefore we just try to equate the above equation to Eb into Ia, and from there we are trying to find out what is the expression for current Ia. So and therefore you can see the value of Eb is equal to, also we know P phi nz by 60A. Now we just substitute all the value and try to segregate the value of torque, that is Ta, in terms of other parameters. So you finally you will get this Ta is equal to 1 by twice pi phi z Pa by A, and that particular expression you have to remember, the torque equation 1 by twice pi A. If you try to substitute the value of 1 by 2 pi A, you can get this particular value 0.159 pi ZPIA by A. So this particular expression they will try to ask for 5 marks question, developed a torque equations, 5 marks question for a motor. And you can see when we try to find out the last expression, you can see torque is equal to 0.159 ZPA. You can see 0.159 is a constant, Z is number of conductor, that is also constant in the any motor, and P is the number of poles, is also constant, and A is number of parallel path, that is also constant, phi into Ia. So that's why we written torque proportional to phi into Ia, or we can also write down torque proportional to Ia. Okay, so if we try to increase the armature current, even torque is also increased. So you can, for a series motor, before saturation, as the field winding carries armature current, we can able to write phi proportional to Ia. When phi proportional to Ia for series motor, try to remember. So we can write down in series motor torque proportional to armature current square. So that expression also needed for solving numericals. And speed of a DC motor, we know that particular expression we have written V is equal to Eb plus IaRa, and also we can write down in reverse way Eb is equal to V minus IaRa. So from here we can find out the and we also know the Eb is equal to P phi nz by 60A. So this is the second line expression Eb1 expression, and third line expression Eb equals to, if you try to equate and try to get that particular expression for n is equal to, we can write down this particular expression, n is equal to V minus IaRa 60A by phi ZA, and V minus IaRa equals to Ib. So from here we can get the particular expression, n is equal to K Eb by phi. K is the constant, that is nothing but 60A by ZP, because 60 is constant, A is number of parallel path is constant, Z is constant, P is constant. So we can write down n is equal to K into Eb by phi. So you can see when the flux is minimum, is going to decrease, the speed is trying to increase. So this is the relation. You can see the n is proportional to Eb by phi. So here also we can write down the same thing. If we consider first and second case of N1 and N2, where N1 and N2 are the speed of the rotation in RPM, and in the first and second case, so we can write down the particular expression N2 by N1 equals to Eb2 by Eb1 by phi 1 by phi 2. This is that particular expression. You can write down n proportional to Eb by phi. So you can write down N1 is equal to Eb1 by phi 1, N2 proportional to Eb2 by phi 2. So from here we can get that particular expression N2 by N1 is equal to Eb2 by Eb1 into phi 1 by phi 2. And from here, when the flux is constant for a shunt motor, you remember for a shunt motor flux is constant. So we can write down phi 1 plus phi 2 is equal to phi. So on that time speed is nothing but N2 by N1 is equal to Eb2 by E1. For a series motor, for this particular two lines you try to remember, for a shunt motor flux is constant, but for a series motor flux is proportional to Ia, and therefore before saturation we have N1 proportional to Eb1 by I1 and N2 is equal to Eb2 by I2, and from there we have to take the relations of N2 by N1. It will given as Eb2 by E1 or Eb2 by E1 into I1 by I2, and this particular expression. And lastly, this characteristics of a DC motor, you just try to remember this 4 point, the armature current and characteristic of a DC motor. That means we write down the torque equation না, এই যে torque equation টা আমরা যে পেলাম এখানে দেখবে, এই যে torque equation এখানে পেলাম, এইখান থেকেই আমি ডিসি মোটর ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক্সটা পাবো। এখান থেকে আমি বলতে পারি যখন আমার ফাইটা যখন আমার বাড়বে তখন আমার টর্ক বাড়বে, যখন আমার আর্মেচার কারেন্ট বাড়বে তখন আমার টর্কটা বাড়বে। ইন কেস অফ সিরিজ মোটর এন্ড shunt motor, there are different type of characteristics are going to happen for a DC. this one. Say a motor has both electrical and mechanical characteristics. There are important characteristics of motor. An ampere torque versus armature current. যেটা T এর সাথে armature current কি হবে? Speed versus armature current. N এর সাথে I. If we try to plot, what will be the thing? Speed versus armature torque. N versus TA. And for a following reasons, it recall the discussion characteristic torque proportional to phi into Ia. N proportional to EB by phi. Phi is the constant for shunt motor, and phi is proportional to Ia for series motor before saturation. So point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You try to remember in very no need to forget, because sometimes they will ask you short questions for DC motor characteristics. What is the relations between the torque and the flux for a series motor, and what is the relations between the speed and back EMF voltage in case of shunt motor? Okay, and if you try to plot the graph, this graph, and this is the graph symbol, it is a very simple thing. You take the particular expression. If you increase right hand portion, what will be the input portion? It will try to see all graph having the same thing. You can see when we are trying to put torque versus armature current. So this is the expression. In similar way, if we try to draw the this is the flux, and speed versus torque, how it will happen. So just it's a mathematical expression. If you try to increase one particular portions, then the same thing will come to the other portion if you draw the graph. And this is the speed control of DC motor. Speed control of DC motor, that lab experiment is over. Speed control of DC motor. Can anybody confirm? Connection is lost, or you people are there? Are you there? Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Maybe some network issue, sir.
So last portion, if you see your last portion, I'm not sharing the notes now because I think my voice is not reached to you because of that particular portion. So last portion is speed control of DC shunt motor. So in your laboratory, you have done that particular portions, speed control of DC shunt motor. Why so much disturbance coming? Who is there? Can you confirm? Someone please confirm me.
Yes, sir, you are audible now.
Okay. I'm telling that speed control of DC shunt motor in your laboratory, that particular experiment has done. Theoretical background sir has given.
Sir, maybe not.
No, sir.
Not given. Okay, that speed control of DC shunt motor. Today is your last working day class, right? When is your exam start?
Sir, 20th March.
20th March. Okay, fine, no problem. That speed control of DC shunt motor, the two flux control and field control, two controls are there that will make you understand, and one numerical is done in the particular notes. That notes also you try to cover up, and one more class I will take about the speed control of DC motor and DC shunt motor. DC shunt motor for flux control and field control, that I will try to explain. The network issue is there, but this weekend I will track one more class and I try to wind up, and I will try to tell from the beginning. So what type of how you will try to prepare this particular subject, basic electrical subjects. Okay, from chapter 1 to last chapter, I will tell you the sample type of question, what type of questions you can expect from the examiner.
আর স্যার ল্যাব ভাইভাতে কি ধরনের প্রশ্ন করবেন?
এই সেম যেটা পড়ানো হচ্ছে এই ধরনেরই জিজ্ঞাসা করা হবে, খুব বেসিক জিনিস জিজ্ঞাসা করা হবে। যখন ডিসি নেটওয়ার্ক যখন থিওরেম থাকবে তখন আমি তোমাদের ল্যাবের আগে আমি তোমাদের একটা ক্লাস নেবো যে কি ধরনের কোশ্চেন ল্যাব থেকে হয়। আমি একটা অলরেডি 5টা 6টা ল্যাব নিয়ে করে, তোমাদের ল্যাব এক্সাম কবে 27 রয়েছে নাকি?
ইয়েস স্যার।
Yes, sir.
20 ঠিক আছে, আমাকে কেউ একজন ক্লাস রিপ্রেজেন্ট বা কেউ একজন রিপ্রেজেন্ট করবে যে অ্যাটলিস্ট 3-4 দিন আগে, যে স্যার আপনি বলেছিলেন যে একটা একটা মক টেস্ট নেবেন, তো আইল আইল সিট অ্যালং উইথ ইউ অ্যান্ড ফ্রম এক্সপেরিমেন্ট ওয়াইজ আইল ট্রাই টু what you call interact sessions will be there, and it will be helpful for your exam point of view also in that particular things. ঠিক আছে, ওটা আমি ডিসকাশন করে নেবো।
Okay, sir.
ঠিক আছে, আমি ওয়াইন্ড আপ করছি, নেটওয়ার্কের ইস্যুর জন্য আমি আর বেশি টানতে পারলাম না। আমি এখনো মানে হচ্ছে না, খুব ফাস্টলি আমাকে যেতে হলো। ইভেন আমি ল্যাপটপ করলাম, হঠাৎ করে দেখলাম যে 1 GB কোথা থেকে কি চলে গেল। এবার আমার কাছে নিজেই কিছু নেই, আমি ইউনিভার্সিটিতে নেই, বাড়িতে আছি, মানে আমি কিছু করতে পারলাম না, কিছু বোঝার আগেই সবকিছু শেষ হয়ে গেল। ভয়ে ভয়ে আমি মোবাইল থেকে নিলাম। ঠিক আছে, আমি ওয়াইন্ড আপ করছি, তোমরা দেখো এই নোটসটা একটু দেখো, সবটাই কভার করা রয়েছে। আমি তোমাদের হিন্টস দিয়েছি, প্রতিটা ক্লাসে আমি হিন্টস দিচ্ছি, তোমরা বুঝতে পারছো যে কি ধরনের কোশ্চেন এক্সামিনার করতে পারবে, সেগুলোর উপর কনসেন্ট্রেট করো। নিউমারিক্যাল গুলো যেগুলো দিচ্ছ ভালো করে প্র্যাকটিস করো, আশা করছি কার কোনো অসুবিধা হবে না। সো ইউ রিড all the notes what I am given, and every class I am just tell what are the portions are very important and how to deal with that particular problems. So in that way, if you try to read, so any examiner will set question, you don't have any problem for writing exams, and you will score a very good marks. So for the timing, let me stop. I'll inform in by this weekend. I'll take that what you call speed control of DC motor. I'll take the class for that. Only one class I need.